Hello, YouTube. Z Hill here with another awesome video for you guys. I'm gonna give you guys my kind of review on the whole AEW, their first show, and this whole like Wednesday Night War that people are talking about. First off, I think AEW for their very first show, as far as like on TNT, they put on an incredible event. I mean, you had um storylines starting, storylines ending, people showing up, stuff like that. And then I guess from what I hear, next week on when they have their show next Wednesday, they're going to start the tournament to find out which tag team will be the very first AEW tag team champions. Now, the one sorry if you hear before that, sorry if you hear like a bird or a washer in the background. Um but AEW put on one hell of an event. I mean, you had Chris Jericho attack Cody, and then you had John Moxley appear and attack Kenny Omega, which was a hell of a fight between the two of them. And then you had the Young Bucks get attacked. You had Cody try to make the save. You had Gold Dust, but Dustin Rhodes try to make a save, and it ended with Jericho, Ortiz, Santana. I don't know his name, but I'm calling him Jack Swagger. All came out and destroyed the elite group, I guess you could call them. But yeah, I think for their first show, they really rose the bar, and I loved it because it wasn't like, honestly, it wasn't like where they had talking for 20-30 minutes, then a match, another talking for 20-30 minutes, another match, a couple matches actually, and then ending with a promo. They did have a couple promos here and there, but it was mostly just what we were there for. It was wrestling, and they called it professional wrestling. It wasn't sports entertainment like WWE calls it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not digging on WWE for calling it sports entertainment, but I just think AEW is bringing more of a professional wrestling, which is what wrestling fans like, is the professional wrestling aspect, not these, I'm going to talk for 20-30 minutes and then I'm just going to sit here and complain. No. It's the fact that we get to see, how do I want to put this? We get to see wrestling, see the storylines in the wrestling, if that makes sense. Because yeah, you're gonna see occasionally you're gonna see them promos and stuff like that, but I think it's more of the wrestling part of it that is intriguing to me, which is why I actually watched AEW more than I watched NXT that night. Which NXT, don't get me wrong, they have incredible people. They had multiple returns. They had Finn Balor coming back to NXT, which I don't understand why he's going back to NXT, but that's beside the point. They had him come back. They had Tommaso Ciampa, I think that's how you say it. I forget. Come back. And a bunch of other things, and a bunch of other stuff. Velveteen Dream, called out Roderick Strong, stuff like that. And from what I hear, 891,000 people watched NXT that night, while 1.4 million people watched AEW, which I understand because it's a new thing, it's a new brand, what have you. But we'll see how it does in the coming weeks and see what happens, because honestly though, why would you call it the Wednesday Night Wars? I mean, I understand this company's brand new and competing with you on the same time, but I mean, come on, guys. Like, seriously, like it shouldn't be a war. You should put out product that you know your fans will like. If you're a true fan, if you have true fans, it's not going to be a war. It's just going to be wrestling fans like wrestling. And there a lot of people I know personally were telling me that they were switching back and forth between NXT and AEW, which is understandable. Why should somebody have to pick between one or the other? I mean, yeah, personally, I watched AEW only because of the fact of I wanted to see how they were going to do their first show on TNT. Like they built it up, built it up, built it up. So I wanted to see how they were gonna come through with it. Now, the Wednesday Night Wars, a lot of people are saying because of the fact that it was like the Monday Night Wars. But honestly, though, is it really a war, or should the companies be trying to doing their own thing and not worrying about one another? I mean, yeah, they're competing to see who's going to be the next big thing, or wanting the next to be above everything else. But we don't need a repeat of. I mean, come on, we don't need a repeat of 2001. We don't need another war between two companies. Yeah, Cody Rhodes has had beef with WWE, but that's his business. That's between his family and the WWE. Um, but I just wanted to come on here and say AEW had a fantastic first show. I wish I could have been there. Hopefully they come to Detroit so I can see them. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. And the Wednesday Night Wars. I mean, come on. Why are we calling it? I mean, I know gets people pumped, but it's gonna divide wrestling fans when they should have wrestling fans come together and enjoy both products, not just you have to love one or the other. It's to me it's ridiculous, but that's why I kind of prefer the more of the independent scene recently than I have been, but yeah. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up this video if you like it. Yeah, in the comments, give me your take on what you guys think of the Wednesday Night Wars or AEW's first show, which it was Dynamite. I have to say that. But yeah, don't forget to comment, subscribe, like this video if you like it. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Peace.